Hello, Internet. Hello, YouTube, and hello, world. This is Daniel Parker. My apologies for not making more videos. I've been a little busy with a project that I will get to later. But for right now, let's get into the topic of this video. So, the news broke a couple of days ago that Wonder Woman 1984 was going to be released on Christmas Day, both in theaters and on HBO Max. Now, given the situation that we're in, most movie theaters in the United States are closed. And that includes, the big two states, California and New York. So a whole lot of people probably won't be going to see this movie in the theater. They're probably going to be watching it on HBO Max. So what exactly does this mean? Well, it means that a movie that cost $200 million to make, plus, when you add in the marketing and promotions for this movie, all told, the movie cost probably roughly around $400, maybe $500 million. And that's how much money this movie would have had to have made in order to break even. Under normal circumstances, if this movie had been able to release in the theaters when it was supposed to last summer, it would have made at least $1 billion, maybe $1.5 billion. It's not going to do that. With so many movie theaters that are closed, and it's probably not going to, make any money being on HBO Max because it's a subscription-based service, and it's just it's hard to get money from somebody when they're already subscribed to something. It's kind of why, that's why Disney Plus had Milan up for, I think, $30. You could watch Milan for $30. But Warner Brothers obviously decided not to go that route and just put it out on HBO Max and then show it in any theaters that they can. On both of those things, of course, are happening on Christmas Day. To me, this is, some people have talked about this, but this could very well be really the final nail in the coffin for movie theaters, which in my opinion is very sad. It's sad because that was my big activity when I was a kid, was going to movies. Pretty much every weekend I would get together with my friends and we'd go to the movies. Of course, as I got older, I wasn't able to do it as much, and of course, ticket prices being what they are and everything, it's kind of hard to. It got a lot harder for me to go to movies, and I'm well aware too that the movie theater industry has been declining for many years. Given the changing times, changing technology, and everything, and the movie theater going experience isn't what it used to be. But there is something even for me to this day, there is still something about going to movies and sitting in the theater and watching a movie on a big screen with surround sound and everything, that just, there's no really comparison. There's no real way to duplicate that. Yeah, sure, you can have a home theater system and everything, but it's just not the same. And it's again, like I said, with everything going on right now, it's looking like movie theaters might be going the same way as Blockbuster Video, or take your pick on whatever entertainment medium that you can think of that no longer exists. Again, very, very sad. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. Do I think Wonder Woman, the movie itself, is going to kill movie theaters? It certainly didn't help. It certainly didn't. It certainly hasn't helped the situation, and it's probably highly likely that other studios are going to be going this route. And as someone else pointed out, and I can't remember who it was, but he said that if movies start just going straight to streaming, that means these big budget blockbuster movies that cost hundreds of millions of dollars probably aren't going to be made anymore because they can't make any money off of, with a streaming service, unless they do unless the streaming service does what Disney Plus did. Again, I don't know. I mean, it's all, like everything that's been happening lately, everything's up in the air. Nobody knows what's going to happen, and we're all just kind of taking this wait and see approach. But anyway, yeah. I think movie theaters probably aren't going to be around for very much longer. And it's not solely just this movie. It's kind of been heading this direction for a while now. Just like with comic books, it's all been kind of going downhill. But speaking of comic books, though, I have a really great announcement to make. So I did a thing, and that thing is I wrote a comic book, and it's called Angels Awakening. And this is the cover art that you're looking at right now. It's done by my very talented artist, Bogdan Ristia. And the story of Angels Awakening is set 100 years in the future, and it features a psychic spy by the name of Jessica Sawyer as she embarks on her first mission deep behind enemy lines to recover her body in cryogenic stasis. The mailing list for Angels Awakening is now live. The link for the mailing list is in the description below. If you sign up for the mailing list, you will receive an exclusive trading card featuring Jessica Sawyer with your backing. And you can only get this trading card if you sign up for the mailing list and back the comic book. But yeah, big things are happening. So anyway, that's all I have for today. Please give the video a like, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Links to my Twitter page and my Instagram page will also be in the links down below. Give me a follow there. Thank you all for listening, and I will see you next time.